All right, hi, happy holidays, and thanks for supporting us at Meritage, the entire team. We're all very grateful. If you ordered the beef tenderloin or the Tournedos Rossini for your holiday meal, we wanted to give you a brief video about how to prepare this. It's really quite simple, so don't be afraid. This is everything that comes in your kit. The beef tenderloin, of course, a nice center cut 8-ounce beef tenderloin raised in Nebraska, the potato roasty cake, creamed spinach, and either a black truffle Madeira sauce if you have the Rossini, or a Bordelaise sauce. And of course, if you have the Rossini, also a nice 2-ounce or so piece of Aubin Canard foie gras from Minnesota, the best foie gras in the world. We also included some butter and some shallots and thyme to finish basting the tenderloin with. We're going to get to that a little later. But we're going to get cooking with this right now. We're going to do a Tournedos Rossini. The method and the process for the beef tenderloin and everything else is the same. You just will skip the foie gras part if you just have the beef tenderloin. So let's get started. We're going to pop the roasty cake in the oven for about 15 minutes or so. We've got the oven preheated to 400 degrees. And we'll just put that on about 10 minutes, and then we'll check it and see if it's hot. In the meantime, season our meat. And of course, the one thing we didn't include in your kit is a glass of wine. You should always have a glass of wine in your hand when you're doing this. Or if not in your hand, perhaps just next to you. So season the meat, season from up high like snow. Nice and generously on all sides of the tenderloin. Nice and even. Some salt, pepper. We're going to put our creamed spinach on the stove and get that heating. You just need to be careful with the creamed spinach. Keep it moving. We don't want it to scorch on the bottom. And in this case, our black truffle Madeira sauce, we're just going to put on very, very low heat just to keep it in liquid form. And then we'll come back and season the foie gras here in a minute while the beef is in the oven. So we've got our beef tenderloin. The pan is pretty hot now. Heat on that, and we're going to get a nice sear on the beef tenderloin, get a nice crust on the one side, and we're going to flip it over, get the crust going on the other side, and we're going to pop it in the oven. We want to cook it until it's about 130, 135 degrees or so for medium rare, and then we're going to have to let it rest, of course. And don't be afraid to use the thermometer. I have a thermometer right here. I'm going to use this to check. You know, of course, in the restaurant, lots of chefs like to show off touching it and all that. That's great. Use a thermometer. It's going to come out perfectly. We want to hear that. We want to hear the sizzle of the steak. And then we know our pan is hot enough. Okay, so we're going to give this a few minutes and let it sear on the side, and then we'll come right back and check on it.